Hello everyone, Regnilla here with another episode of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Last time, I don't quite remember what we took on last time. I have a vague sense of sand, horns, and PTSD. It might have had something to do with Diablo, so that's probably a good idea. Those memories are repressed for the time being, until, well, the next Diablos. But right now, we have access to the next urgent quest, but we have some Elder Dragons to fight, and so I'm thinking the first one that we should do is Kirin. Everyone's favorite four-legged pain in the ass. But as you can see, I have a completely new armor set as well as weapons. So let's just take a look at these real quick for the equipment details. So this is the Wyvern Blade Blood longsword. And this is better than the Eager Cleaver in both raw attack power as well as elemental power. So great. It's the Kirin's weakness, so this will be incredibly helpful. Now, next up we have the Azure Rathalos armor, so the Wrath Soul set. And weirdly enough, the Azure Rathalos armor is weaker than standard Rathalos armor. And I'm not entirely sure why, but it does have an upside. So let's go over to the status over here, and my active skills are attack up medium and earplugs. For Kirin, we won't need the earplugs, but the attack up is going to be incredibly helpful. And speaking of which, some of the items I'm bringing with me are Mega Demon Drugs, Mega Armor Skin, and energy drinks. So the energy drinks can be made with honey and sunset. I think it's either sunset herbs or sunset flowers. I don't remember the other part of that name, but these two are made by combining a demon drug or an armor skin with pale extract that you get from the Kizu. So these will be the things that are going to help offset my lack of defense, because accumulatively speaking, this armor set is quite a bit weaker than the Tigrex armor set. So we're just going to hop right on into this. Ooh, and it looks like I don't have the money. I knew I was forgetting something before starting up. Just a little fun fact, I tried doing like the quest earlier. Like I was all set, I was ready to go. I'm getting pumped, and I start my usual intro, and I go to look for the quest, and that quest is not up. So this is the Kirin quest is one of those quests that appear just randomly. No idea why. It's I find it dumb, but so I had to cut the recording and then do a quest or two and then try again until it eventually came up. The upside is that it did allow me to grind for other materials I might need, as well as a couple more armor spheres that will be insanely helpful. Also, I have kitchen boosts, so it was with I think it was a dragon head and a 1,000-year crab, so very helpful. So it increases two things, so both health and stamina. So I don't remember if there's a cutscene for Kirin or not, but we have to go into the areas 6, 7, and 8. I'm pretty sure there is a cutscene, or just his regular appearance. It's gonna be in area 6. Yeah, the best boy, don't do that. That's not nice. Alright, I'm gonna take my Mega Demon Drug and Mega Armor Skin now, because this effect is basically permanent. Also, I got a supply large barrel bomb. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be using that, because with the amount of power that this armor set has, along with this longsword, it might be a little bit overkill. But if I hadn't gone into what an Elder Dragon is in the Cruciale d'Or video, I might as well go over it now. An Elder Dragon in this series is a monster that does not fit into any other category of monster. So that's why the Kirin is coming up here, looks like a freaking unicorn. So you might think, like, what is this BS? This is no dragon. Well, it's not for physiology. It's more like classified or category speaking. So, yeah, this monster looks and behaves a lot like the Kelby from Hell. You have to be very careful of how you approach this monster, because he can do quite a bit of damage, and he's not even in like normal like rage mode or anything like that. So the area where you want to be hitting is his head. His horn is the weak point, and it's the only part that can be broken off of him. Alright. And that lightning is very problematic. So there's supposed to be a pattern of which the lightning falls down based on how the Kirin moves his head, but it doesn't. I can't read any actual patterns from it, so it just messes with me all the time. I can't really identify any particular moveset or just lightning patterns based on the head movements alone. Like I would need to like study it for days, and I think the Kirin's already in rage mode based on that aura. So the Kirin has something called an armor mode, and it might be what it's in right now. And basically that means if you're trying to hit it anywhere else but the head, you're gonna just bounce. So this is, defensively speaking, one of the greatest monsters out there, just because it's and he can also do quite a bit of chip damage. So, oh god. This monster can be put to sleep, but it cannot be paralyzed, and I don't think it can be stunned with flash bombs, so I didn't even bother bringing them. Alright. Yeah, Kirin is one of those monsters where it's a good idea to focus, so I'm trying to, do commentary, as well as, try to fight, so it can be a bit of a challenge, especially since there's lightning everywhere. Okay, whew, man. Now, there's one particular lightning strike that the Kirin will do, and it's just a single lightning bolt. It will home in on the location that you're currently at, and if it hits you, it's guaranteed paralysis, I believe. Alright. And the most irritating thing, and you probably realized by now, is that the Kirin... God. The Kirin is a small target, and its weak point is even smaller. You're going to be doing like a lot of precise strikes, and odds are it's probably not going to go very well for you. What I want the Kirin to do is get knocked over. So when the Kirin gets knocked over, it acts a lot like a Kelby in that sense. It just kind of flies back and just lays on the ground for a minute. Alrighty. Kirin is the smallest of the Elder Dragons, and even its largest, largest size is still, it makes it still the smallest Elder Dragon of all of them. And this guy is just, he's tiny, and he can be a bit of a challenge. And to make this worse, unlike other Elder Dragons, where, you have to, or at the very least, oh god, you can make them flee after a certain amount of time. With Kirin, that's not a thing. So you're basically having to kill this monster in one quest. So it's either one and done or no. So it's actually do or die, really. Oh man. I hate those lightning strikes, I swear. Thankfully, I would say in this game, as well as the other older Monster Hunter games, Kirin is nowhere near as bad as some of the later games. Because they actually decided to make him relatively powerful in the later games, like Monster Hunter World. Some might disagree, but, man, that Arc Temper Kirin, ugh, that's scary. Alright. Now, usually the Kirin will also taunt if he tries to do that single lightning strike that ends up in paralysis if it hits. But maybe not if he's in rage mode. Alright, well, he's gone, and so got my whetstones. Oh, speaking of which, I made sure to remember to bring my actual whetstones. No more forgetting, because that was embarrassing. Oh god, he's behind me. Oh. No, you better, no. Oh god, no. This is just awful. Yeah, I'm almost, I can't run anymore, and he's hounding me like a Catholic priest. It's so scary. Just right up my butt. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of these blangos. For some reason, usually smaller monsters aren't around when an Elder Dragon is out and fighting, but in the Kirin's case, the blangos are out in full force. Oh, that's not good. Alright, I'm just trying to find an opportunity here. Okay. Ugh. Never stay in the same place when a Kirin is around. Oh man. This little pony is just kicking my ass right now. I want him to do a taunt or do a full-on charge. That way I have an opportunity to heal. It's either that or I want Cartia to recover enough health to get back into the fight. See how angry this guy is? Like, damn. Oh, he's going again. Okay. Now, I'm thinking if I'm able to knock the Kirin over, that's when I'm going to use my supply flash bomb, or not supply flash bombs, but supply large barrel bombs. Because Kirin doesn't just go down; he stays down for a little while. Oh, come on. Alright, there he is. Alright, what are you doing, buddy? It's those lightning strikes that are closer to him are the ones that you really got to be concerned about. And it's a really good thing that I'm using the Azure Rathalos set because it's resistant to thunder based attacks. So that's going to be even more helpful against Kirin. Oh, come on. See, it's kind of like facing this monster is a lot like a game of jousting. Problem is oh no. The problem is that the Kirin is most likely going to really do more damage to you than you are to it. I haven't got it to get knocked over yet, so I'm a little bit concerned. Oh man. And there we go. Alright, what are you doing, but oh god. Alright, no longer in rage mode, thank god. This, the Kirin also, whenever he does those lightning strikes, there's always that one that's at the very end that makes you go, why was that last one even there? Okay, perfect. Actually, since my spirit meter is full, and wow, Kirin is dead. Okay, that was a lot quicker than I thought. Okay, I wasn't even able to break the horn. Okay, that's disappointing because that's where all my attacks were at. But okay, I'll take it. But this monster can be a real challenge, and the last FU that Kirin has for you is that it's the only Elder Dragon that only has 2 carves to it. So you're gonna have to face this guy a lot if you want to get a lot of materials from it. And in fact, in the first Monster Hunter game where the Kirin originated from, it didn't even have an armor set to it. So yeah, this guy is full of trollingness. So it's the smallest and weakest and the trolliest of all Elder Dragons. And so that's one of the reasons why I decided to do more, so like get more stuff, so grinding, doing stuff off camera, that way I can prepare for monsters like this. And so for newcomers and beginners, don't take the Kirin on right away. You can afford to wait, it's an optional quest. But make sure you have a fire-based weapon against this monster. So, just to make it so it goes a little bit easier on you. Let's see. And I got a ton of horns, even though I didn't break it. Okay, I guess I'll take it. But that's going to do it for me and this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in any of my other content, be sure to hit on one of the annotations that'll be featured at the end of this video. Or if you want to support the channel, subscribing is the best thing you could possibly do. And, of course, I will love you long time. But, until next time, take care, people.